everybody. Welcome to Book Talks with Miss Thomas. I'm Miss Thomas, and if you're new here and you like hearing about great books, please subscribe. And if you're returning, yay, thanks for coming back. Welcome back. I just want to give a quick reading update here. And if you have followed my channel at all and you've heard me recently talking about one of the best books I've read recently was Dial A for Aunties. It was a really fun audiobook about a girl who she is raised in Los Angeles, but her mom is from Indonesia, and she is also raised by her mom's four sisters, these women who came to Los Angeles from Indonesia. And it was just a very funny story about, cultural relationships and, a woman who grew up in this country, raised by someone who immigrated to this country. And it was just very fun. So of course, as soon as I saw that there was a sequel, I grabbed it and I listened to it. Now you have to listen to the audio for this particular series, Dial A for Aunties, and then this one is For Aunties and a Wedding. And the audio was fantastic. I just really loved the way that the reader read all the different voices of all the different women, and I loved the characters. I loved these women from Indonesia who came to this country, and they just embrace everything about life, and they were just an inspiration and so funny, and just the way they love the ferocity with which they love their niece Medi. I just loved it. And so I definitely enjoyed the sequel to Dial A for Aunties, which is For Aunties and a Wedding. I will say you have to be there for the women, because the plot was really very predictable. I'm sorry to say, because I do enjoy those books. But this one, I had the plot figured out within the first, it was an audio, but I would guess like within the first 50 pages. It was pretty easy to see where the story was going. And so if you're reading it for the mystery aspect, it was a mystery. There was a bit of mystery, but I didn't really find it all that mysterious. But I love the women. I just think they're very funny, and it's just a fun audiobook that I highly recommend, For Aunties and a Wedding. Okay, and another book that I started to listen to and DNF'd was Jennifer Weiner's That Summer Place, or is it The Summer Place? See, I don't know because I DNF'd it, but The Summer Place, I think, was by Jennifer Weiner. I want to say Weiner, but it's Weiner. And I went through a thing where I just loved Jennifer Weiner books. And then I don't know if I outgrew them or if I just liked certain books, or maybe she outgrew me. I don't know. But I DNF'd another book. It was like her latest and greatest. I think it was over the summer. I DNF'd it. And this one, The Summer Place, I don't know when it was written, but I just couldn't get into the characters. I didn't care for them. And it might have been also because it involved a wedding, and I just listened to an audiobook about a wedding. So I had a really hard time getting into that book. I love the way it started, because it started from the perspective of the house and all the different generations and people and events that the house sees, the summer house. So I thought it was going to be great. I was really excited. And then there was this woman, and she, I guess she gave up her music career and married some older guy, and the older guy had a daughter, and the daughter was a brat, and then the daughter comes back as an adult and she's engaged, and it's very, to the stepmother's disliking. She doesn't like the fiance. She doesn't like the way they're planning the wedding. She's horrified they're going to email the invitations to be green. And, I get that. I get what it's like when you don't care for somebody that your child brings home, or you don't agree with decisions your child is making. But I just don't have the energy to read pages and pages about it. Maybe there was more to it. There really may have been. But I DNF'd it. So there was that one. And then I will tell you, I also started a book that I'm really excited to read. And it's called, I don't remember, Really, Really Good or something. I'll put it up here. And I don't know what that one's about yet. But when I read it, I will tell you all about it.